Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Thomas Lewis, and we are here in a workshop, one of 4 parallel workshops. This one is about Pedelecs, and thank you very much for having taken the decision for Pedelecs. You were registered beforehand, and the frameworking project for this workshop is the EU project GoPedelec, which I'm coordinating and which is finishing very soon. We have 4 speakers, and we have also space for open discussion about this product, Pedelecs. We have about 2 hours. We have started a little bit lately, sorry for that. The 4 speakers are, I'm now impolitely introducing myself first. I'm telling you about this EU project, GoPedelec, and about my lessons learned from it. Then there's Ruud Dieterwijk from the Netherlands. I have also said that already. Then there's Dr. Walter Vogt from the University of Stuttgart. And we have also Wolfgang Fodder, who's currently entering the room on experience in Stuttgart. So we are registering everything, audio registering and video registering. The reason is, one thing is I have to present what we have done to the EU. The other reason is I want to come back to the questions which pop up during this, and we want to follow up with an email to everybody. So let's start. This project has lasted for 3 years and is co-funded within the IEE, Intelligent Energy Europe scheme, by 75%. We have started here in Stuttgart, and it seems as this is our high event. We also close here. I am a physicist from my background and not a mobility expert. The core data of the project, this next one please, is that what I have said, we have about 10 project partners, I say because de facto we have now 9 in 6 European countries, which are Germany, Netherlands, Czech Republic, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. The main project goal is to disseminate information about this new product, Pedelecs, which I hope many of you will try out also tomorrow. We have the possibility to go on Pedelecs. Next one, please. I will go, I have them. So the project partners are a mix of cities and private consultant. I'm a private consultant. There's also a cycle consultant from the Netherlands.
Hold on a second.
And
it seems to be bigger.
And there are cities such as Stuttgart. There's an Austrian city which is called Graz, and you know probably well. And there is an Italian city which is Anea. And there is a Hungarian city that's called Miskolc, and there's Utrecht, obviously. And there is also one private seller, retailer of Pedelecs, which made it quite interesting, also the internal discussion. Next one, please. What is a Pedelec? Let me first say something about this product. As you can see from the image, it is something that looks like a bicycle, and it's very similar to a bicycle. The only difference is that you have an electric motor that only helps you, however, if you pedal. That's why it is called Pedelec. The other thing is, and you have a battery here, you have a motor here, either here, here, or here, so different positions. In exotic ones, it's also in the seat post. And you have a control system and a display. You have lots of software in this. So this product is different from what you know maybe from the 70s and the 80s, where you had a lead battery, where you had something where you pedaled, boom, it gave you a push, and when you stopped, it immediately stopped. So there's very intelligent software control for now that can even help you for therapy. So there's lots of intelligence behind it. Prices have also gone up. The price range, at least in Germany and Austria, for good products are between 1,700 to 2,400 euros. So that's about 4 to 5 times a bicycle. So the important thing is 25 kilometers are not per hour are not not more than this can be done with the motor assistance. At 25 kilometers per hour, the motor stops, and the power with which you get assistance is not more than 250 watt, and you have to pedal to get the assistance. So there's nothing like a throttle where you can just push and you're driven. Next one, please. I want to open up, since this presentation has been designed for municipal decision makers, what is happening, what is approaching you for the next years. There's much more than the Pedelec. This is a slide stolen from Hannes Neubert. He's a key knowledge partner in this U project. This is a German association that are promoting and testing Pedelecs since several years. And he gives an overview about the so-called light electric vehicles. All this, except for here below them, lawnmowers, who are also counted with this for battery reasons. This is entering gradually now the urban traffic. And one thing only is the Pedelec, which is even though a subgroup of the two-wheelers, because this definition of 25 kilometers per hour and 250 is very specific. Obviously, you have many more products. You have so-called e-bikes where you have this throttle. You have very powerful things like scooters and even electric motorbikes. So all this is entering now the discussion, and even three-wheelers, and I don't know who knows this Twizy from Renault. So there are many products coming, and there's a lot of challenge, I would say, coming to you. Next one, please. So what should you know technically? We have prepared lots of stuff and material on our project website. I don't want to bother you with more than these two numbers, 25 kilometers per hour, 250 watt. And then there is a basic function which is called the mountain disappearance function. That's also stolen from Hannes Neubert, which means the basic function is that landscape becomes flat with the Pedelec. Whatever has been an obstacle for you to climb, for instance, we are here now in the city of Stuttgart, and I have been brought up for my last visit to the nice hills, where they have all these big houses, and it's really nice there. But going up there is something for freaks with the cycle. If you go home with your shopping, if you go home with your children, maybe on the cart, on the back seat, it's not so fun. Not so much fun. With this,
300 meters.
300 meters of difference. So this is something like, I would say, bikes as such in urban traffic still, if you're speaking of Germany, Austria, is something still for freaks. I come back to that later. Roughly speaking, I'm not speaking now of some cities in Denmark or the Netherlands, but in general, with the Pedelec, and this is the big news for you as municipal decision makers, I would say, all those things that are so nice about bicycles, but they are mainly on the paper, mainly in EU project planning, now they have the potential to become realized because this can capture the broad masses. With this, you can go up to regions in touristic areas where you could not imagine beforehand. And for instance, men, they hate having to say, I cannot go up anymore, I have to step down. So if they are in a group, the first one who steps down from the bicycle is the loser. So rather you die. And there is this social cohesion effect. You can go together now in a group with this electric motor assistance, and it has a function of spreading out this bicycle culture much more than the normal bicycles. Next one, please. That means, here's just in text, that the whole presentation is filled with such hints. The main message is enthusiasm is now reaching the broad masses with this, potentially reaching the broad masses. As I said beforehand, the bicycle is something for those who really want to do it. And now with this, you don't have, this is the second function, you don't have to overcome your inner resistance. Today maybe it's a little bit rainy, I have not slept so well, so let's keep the bicycle in the garage and I take the car. So with this, it makes really fun to go, and usually we have a test ride before our workshops, then it's more clear what we are talking about. So now all these advantages that are on the paper and from cycle consultants on bicycles, they can become real. Next one, please. So by itself, if it has so many advantages, if it has this basic advantage, sales numbers go up. we have observed this since 2009. We started this project, and you can see here the blue curve. This is for global numbers for the world. It started out from nothing shortly before 2000, and this is a projection until 2020. What is important to see here, this is the red line is for cars. The projection is that it will come close to the curve for cars, and BMW says within 2020 their main business will not be any more cars. Probably the largest producer for pedelecs nowadays in Europe seems to be Volkswagen. So the classical business with cars is declining in profit per piece sold, whereas there are high profits still, at least in Europe, with pedelecs to be realized. That's why the big companies also now enter this market. Next one, please. If we look at one market from our project partner countries in Germany, that is a big market and has exploded within the last years. This is a slide from a projection that has been done by Extra Energy, Johannes Neubert. And you can see for 2011, they have projected by then 316,000 pieces sold per year, and we are now at a number of 340,000. In other words, in the Netherlands and also in Germany, we are close to every 10th bike sold is a Pedelec, more or less. Next one, please. But still, people do not know about the advantages of the Pedelec. So, one thing we promote are roadshows. Roadshows is something that happens on your main square, where you bring some big truck and where you give people the opportunity to ride, to test ride for 2 or 3 days. One reason for this is just to let them know what this product is. Once you have already known about the product, the other reason is there's still much crap on the market. Not all pedelecs in this price range of 1,700, 2,400 are really all good products. And my advice for you also for tomorrow, I don't know which products we will have for the test ride, try out as many as possible.
New ones with a Bosch drive. I do not know the brand, but it has a Bosch drive.
And also from Stuttgart bike?
We have a color bike, Pedelec. I don't know which
so we have two types or 3 types?
Yes, and three types.
3 types. So try also during the test ride to change with somebody to understand the differences, feel the differences. And this is also a message from the project I can tell you. Try to organize a roadshow in your own city. We have had high-level, super quality roadshows that would cost you about 5,000 to 6,000 euros if you order them on the free market from Extra Energy. But what I found out, you can organize a roadshow well by yourself, simply calling some retailers in your local city, asking them, they will be more than happy to come to sell the products. You just have to find some ramp, ideally, close that street and do it. Make your first steps and make your first experience. The other effect of if you do this, you get in close contact with your retailers in your city, you know who is motivated, you know who is already selling these products. Because the other thing is, what we found out, retailers as a target group, they are not so familiar as well, still, with this product. So this is a parallel process going on usually. So if it's too expensive for you, just do something, but don't wait for things to happen. Next one, please. I already said this for tomorrow's test drive. For workshops, we have organized workshops like today, and I said so. My recommendation for you is if you organize a workshop, you should do this on Pedelecs to make it more known. Start the morning with a Pedelec test ride, and only then start the speeches. It's a very important experience we have made from 2 events in Austria. It really reverses the attention. Next one.